Hello there again. This session deals with a cone, and in this cone we're going to draw the front side and plan, as I've already done. Now projecting the section. So number one has been truncated at this height. So you take the set square at that height, take a line from that, and you're going to project it all the way to the side view. And we can also all the way to development. So I projected the line from this number one all the way to the true length of the development. Since it's been taken from number one, and number one is here, that line has been cut off at that distance, and number one has been cut off at that distance. Number one on the other length has to be rotated by compass all the way to the other length. Cameraman, all the way to the other length. That's number one. Now these are done for all other points. For all other points, so I've got 2 and 12 at this height. Project the line to the development, that's 2, that's 12. And then I'm going to rotate it to get 2 and 12 for the development as well. So it's Cassar 2 is here, 12 is here. Let's do these two views at a time. 3 and 11. You've got 3. This is line 3 going to the top. This is line 11. At this point, 4 and 10. 4 and 10 taken from the center because that's 4 and 10. And 4 and 10 are the edges. 4 and 10. 5 and 9. And the rest. Alright, so 5 and 9. It's 5 and 9. 6 and 8. 6 and 8. And the top point is number 7 on its own. So that gives you the side view, and you're looking at it in the opening of the cone. I'm going to line in faintly at first, and I can darken when I'm happy with my curve. So if we look at the development, we're going to do the exact same thing, but all the lines should be projected to the true length, which is this edge here, and then rotated to their same number. Now the numbering, at first you have to strictly, until you get used to them, you have to strictly go by the numbering, but you quickly get used to them and you automatically know where each number would be. So each number was taken from the true length and rotated as such. So that line was taken from the 2 and 12. I've got 2 there, 12 there. That line was taken from 3 and 11. Always look at the front view. And I'm going to take it to the 3 and 11. And 11. I'm following the 4 and 10 line, so that's number 4, that's number 10. The 5 and 9 line, 5, 9, 6 and 8, 6, 8, and number 7 on its own. And that gives you the profile for the development. Alright, so the development should be cut along this line. Freehand, or else use a flexi curve. So you should darken the bottom part. Alright, HB should be used on the bottom part. And you darken also the bottom edge. Also, this opening should be done a bit darker. Xi punta l-ammulaw. And also darken the edges. So those are my front, side and development. The plan is not yet ready because in the plan, since it's a cone and we're cutting off the top part, we're going to see something different now. So as we projected for the side view, we're going to project for the plan. Like this. So first of all, number 1 has cut me in there, then that's number 1. So from where number 1 has been cut, I'm going to take that line onto number 1. For when 2 and 11 have been cut, 2 and 11, I'm going to project a line onto 2 and 11. That's number 2, that's number 11. And so on. This is 3 and 11, 3, 11. 4 and 10 I can't project it from here because it doesn't cut. Since this is a vertical line, it doesn't cut. We'll see how to get that later. This point is for 5 and 9, 5 and 9. This point is for 6 and 8, 6 and 8, because that line is 6 and 8, that line is 6, that line is 8. And this point here is the last one, number 7. Number 7. So I've got 10 points so far. I need now 2, number 4 and number 10. So those can be taken either from the side view. So you take 4 and 10 from here, project them onto the 45 degree line and take them onto number 4 and onto number 10. Or else, there's a quicker way. 4 and 10 from this point, you take the distance horizontally to the edge of the pyramid, like that, horizontally, and you take it also from the center vertically, up and down. That gives you the exact same distance as you would have taken from here. That point there and that point there. What did I do? From that point horizontally to there, it's the same distance as that point vertically to there. All you need to do is draw a line in now that view. There you have the plan view. I could have darkened the outline a bit to get a more defined outline for the truncated cone. Alright? And there you have it. In another session, I'll show you how to find the true length, the true shape, of this truncated surface, which will be fitted here. This is the last part for the cone, the development of the garment. We're going to include also a true shape, the true shape of this opening. Alright, we've got the correct width taken from here, not from the outer part, not from the circle, from the opening, that width, but it's not the correct length, because here it's sloping downwards. So the correct length is taken from here, which I've already projected this line, which is a center line, it goes through exactly in the middle of the true shape. That line is parallel to the edge here, to this truncated surface. So it's exactly the same length, the true length. And these lines have been projected with 45 degrees because the cut is 45 degrees. That gives you a perpendicular view. If it had been 30 degrees, these projections would have been done with 60 degrees to get a perpendicular view, and vice versa. So from each of these lines I've projected another line going down at 45 degrees. Now the width I should take from here. So the length has been taken from here, and the width should be taken from there. So this point, number 1, is exactly on the center line. So that point is there. So is number 7. So number 7 should be there. Now each of the other points is a different distance away from the center line. So that should be taken with your compass. So number 2 and number 7 are that far away from the center line. Notice the distance I'm measuring. So the distance I'm measuring is taken from here to here. It's the same distance for number 12. The distance for 3 would be that distance there, and so on. So let me continue this. So 2 and 11. 2 and 11. 3. Sorry, that was 2 and 12. This is 3 and 11. 3 and 11. 4 and 10. Taken from 4 and 10 from the midpoint. I've got this point, which is 5 and 9. And 6 and 18. I said 18, I said 8. Taken so this gives you the true shape of the opening. Should have lined that in a bit more carefully and a bit fainter before I darken it out.